Well, this may be the last time that you see this old man on this chair out on his front porch, because this Wednesday I have to remove this chair because the homeowners association says that we cannot have any chairs on the porch. Even though this community is comprised of condominiums and townhomes, they're going by condominium rules and not townhome rules. Each townhome sits on a lot that the homeowners own, and they're trying to claim that as common area and saying that they want to beautify the community. So they sent out violation letters for everyone that planted their own plants out there, had furniture out there, had yard ornaments out there, everything under the sun, and referenced a very vague section of the covenants. So, and I'll put that up here. They used two of them in my case, which years ago they sent out violation for bicycles on the lanai. Now, in that article, it was very specific. You cannot have bicycles on the lanai. But nowhere in the covenants does it say you can't have potted plants outside. They're just referencing everything as common area. Even this back here, where the townhome owners own 8.5 foot in front of the building and 5.38 feet in the rear of the building, but the association is claiming that as common area. So, like I said, they're coming out on Wednesday to do a reevaluation, and my violation was the chair, a planter, and I had to trim this thing right here because it was over top of the sidewalk, and I had to trim this bush right here, which you can see I trimmed. Now, if they say anything else about it, I'm just going to show them the violation because they didn't say anything about the yard ornaments. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, and I'll show you the before and after videos of this stuff. But say goodbye to my chair. It's going out on a lanai early Wednesday morning because that's when they're coming around to doing another inspection. All right, this is the one tree that they said was blocking the building. So I'm going to take a before video of it to show what it looks like. Now, I've seen trees that were a hell of a lot bigger than this right in front of the column, but they said trim. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to trim it. And right here is where they said I had to remove the pot. I removed the pot, but you could see that the clean out right there is an eyesore. They said all this stuff right here, they want to beautify everything, but this is what we have to deal with. And I took a picture of our sprinkler the other day with a pile of dirt up on top of it. Okay, I trimmed back this right here because they showed a picture that it was blocking the sidewalk. Now, I may trim this right here too, since it's touching the building. And they said remove this chair, and then they took a picture back here. I removed all that stuff back here, but they did not say anything about the yard ornaments. And some of the other residents, they told them that they had to remove the yard ornaments and remove the plants that they had planted. So I'm going to take my little nipper right here. I had a larger one for heavier branches, but I can't find it. Somebody must have got a hold of it, because I used one earlier for, you could see that I trimmed that one some time ago, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it with this one here, but I'll give it a try. Okay, there's the end result of the trimming the tree. Yeah, they cleared up the stuff last week when I left it, when I trimmed it. I wonder if they'll do it this time.
Yeah, I was going to say, hey, will you pick this up, please? Bye.
Well, it looks like crap. It looked better before, but that's all I had. Now, I hope they don't say anything about the yard ornaments, because they didn't write that up in the violation. So, here we go. Now, I just got to worry about the one in the back. Just bought these at Home Depot. It's called a lopper. That's for our tree out back. Good up to 1 3/4 inch. Okay. So we had one, but I couldn't find it, so I had to get a new one. All right, getting ready to go out to trim our beautiful tree right here. They said trim it down. Okay, that blocks some of the view, but we like it. And we babied it after it got knocked over from the hurricane, and you'll see that there is about 3 wooden stakes in there holding it up, and it just grew and grew and grew. So let's get out there. Yeah, this is the thing that I have to trim down. Now I'm going to show you the beautiful maintenance that our association is doing. Take a look at those gutters up there. That looks terrible. They haven't pressure washed this in probably 5 years, and it shows. And you know, they showed us the budget where the pressure washer people come out twice a year. Well, we haven't seen them in about 5 years, and when they did come out, it was maybe every other year, and they did a lousy job of it. But anyway, this is what I got to cut down right here, and this is some of the plantings that they put in here about 4 years ago, or maybe even 5 years ago, and it's not the same as the rest of the place. Why they changed it, I have no idea. So here we go. This is the before, and I'll take an after video to show you. Well, there's what's left of our little tree, down to about maybe 4.5 foot. This is what I had to cut off of it. Okay. Now, this is the way the community takes care of stuff here. That thing's been like that for 8 years. Never replaced it. These 2 covers for the sprinkler system. And there's no tree there. The tree died and they didn't replace it. There used to be palms on the end. The community never replaced them. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And you can see the downspouts right here. Well, the grass line used to be where the downspout ends. And when they put these new planters in, they put them all the way out here. And there's a sprinkler over here that used to be in the grass.
And look how mildewy it looks.
Yeah. There used to be a big bush over here that hid all that. And they tore that out and put this crap over here. And this downspout used to be on the grass. And so this thing here was an afterthought, because it dug a big hole right here, and this is how they corrected it. So it's just digging a bigger hole out there. Now when the mowers come by, you can't see it now because I got it covered up, but there is a big track like this right here. When they turn, they just dig a hole in the grass. Real ingenious. And I saw the sprinkler popping up here the other day. It should be about right around in here. There's the sprinkler head. And that's a different sprinkler head than one originally was here. But that's where the grass line used to be, right there. All the way across. And see how they destroyed all this crap. That was planted over 5 years ago, and it just started growing now. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And over there, somebody has a birdhouse way down there. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm wondering if they'll have them remove that. Our neighbor on a corner here used to have a bunch of bird feeders and bird baths. Used to attract all kind of birds here, and had to remove them. Actually, he's in Poland right now, but the people taking care of his house had to remove them all. They left the one thing up there.
I was walking and I fell in a hole and I think I sprung my ankle
Uh-oh.
on the other side.
There's a hole right there.
Right there, a big old hole. Go in there.
Oh man. The lawnmower digs up the grass, but they don't say anything about that. Here's another place where they dig up the grass. Right here. Right there. Right there. Okay. Now, they didn't say anything about Anna's pavers. And here's where they dig up the grass, right here. And we'll come over here to Tip, see if she removed hers yet. Now, they told Tip to remove her pavers. Now, why did they tell Tip to remove her pavers and not Anna? Maybe because it's out further and it interferes with the grass. But we own 5 foot out from the building.